trouble. We have a competition yellow coming up soon, lap 15. Yeah, and the one thing, too, is I see Tony Stewart took that outside lane. I'm thinking he wants to put Montoya down those bumps down in turn 1, and can get a little tricky down there on the low side of turn 1.
Well, for Stewart Montoya, here's the good news. 6 of the last 10 Pocono races have been won from the front row. And as the pace car pulls into pit road, the 21st race of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is green.
Well, that got exciting. So we're kind of breaking up our normal routine of a full green flag lap with those flybys, since that just happened. Yeah, but we're staying green, so I guess it sucks for whoever got spun. Take a look down the front straightaway here, see if I can pick up who it was. I'm gonna guess it was Allmendinger. Gordon might have been involved too. But welcome to round 21 here in the Cup Series at Pocono for our second race here this season. Oh, I don't want to be 3 wide on the exit of 1 on the top. I don't know who that was. Excuse me. Whoa, David Reagan came bonsaiing in there. So I'll let him go. We're going to work our way under Jimmy. Go Reagan. Give him a little nudge. He wants to dart under me and then just go so slow, not even try to pass the 14, then I'm just going to give him a shot. Tony kind of worked down a little bit off the wall there. But yeah, so Juan Montoya, another pole position, 2 in a row. Is he going to win this thing? I don't know. We're going to work our way past Denny Hamster here off of turn 1. Burton, Martin, Montoya, Biffle, and then Reagan and myself. So I think that should put me up into the top 7. I think. No, wait, we got Stewart and Hamlin, so it should be 6th. I'm trying to stay in 4th gear right now to save. Wait a minute. Never mind. I can go to 3rd. I was thinking about saving fuel, but then I'm like, wait a minute. I forgot. That was back in my 2 times wear days. I had to do that. Now I can go this whole race on 1 stop. So we're going to go back to 4th, but I'm going to have to stay with Reagan, I think, for a little bit just to get some draft. To try to catch that group up there. Gave Reagan just a little nudge. The lesson that we have learned for today's race is we just got to remember, be patient so we don't repeat Indy. I've looked at it, you know, that replay, and it's hit or miss. I feel like, you know, did I go up? Did I go into the turn late? You know, who's at fault? At the end of the day, I don't think there was a whole lot differently I could have done, because in looking at the replay, I feel like the 42 could have run me over anyway if I had slowed up too much. So I'm just chalking it up, you know, I'll get Scott speed back, you know, maybe not as aggressively as I would like to, but, you know, I'll get him back. I'm just not going to be gunning for him to go out of my way type of payback. But I'm just gonna keep working with the 6 here, trying to bump them and get some speed in these out of these 2 cars here and catch up. Who's that we're catching? We're catching Ryan Newman, so he's a lap down. Yeah, he's a lap down. Interesting. So I guess he was one of the cars that was involved in that early contact on the short or on the long pond straightaway. We're going to try to turn down underneath Newman coming off a 3 here so we can get right back into drafting with Reagan. Ooh, a little contact, no damage. I apologize, Ryan. Or did I say I apologize, Reagan? I meant I apologize, Newman. Just been pushing the 6 car. I think I'll have to look at the intervals. I think we've been gaining a little bit, but I just don't know if we've been gaining enough to catch Martin Biffle, Burton, and Montoya. Montoya, I think I mentioned him. Pretty sure I mentioned him in my in the intro there for the race notes or top trending topics. Yeah, a couple times in that actually. Montoya's been moving up in the points. He might actually be a decent contender come chase time. Casey Kane also, he has a win on the season, but I for some reason have never added him. Anybody who actually is watching this and hears this now, if you go back to the intro, you'll see it. But I don't think I've actually been adding him in the 2010 winners column on the intro stand-ins. So for the next race at Watkins Glen, I'll be sure to make that correction. I'm trying to remember how the spring race played out. I feel like, all right, so we are gaining time on everybody but the leader, Greg Biffle now. Interesting. He's pulling away from everybody by himself. Did not see that as something that would be possible to do with that small group having pulled away so much, but that could also be factored by lap car. So I'll have to look at the F2 live stand-ins or relative, whatever. No, there's no lap cars involved. Alright, I don't know how much more help Reagan's gonna be. We just lost 1/100th of a second that lap, whereas before we were gaining time. So I'm gonna give him one more shot of pushing him to keep this draft. And if we don't increase or decrease that interval this lap, we're gonna have to say adios to Reagan. That was a terrible turn too, though. Might have not been Reagan all along that was slowing us down. Could have been me. Yeah, because I can't even catch up to Reagan that time right there.
Still there.
Well, we got to the outside of them, so we're just going to make the pass and we'll see what we can do.
Clear, clear.
Alright, so we got around Reagan. In the Monday race here with the trucks, the draft was king. We had just a whole pack of us, so that's kind of, it's been a little bit since we've been to Pocono in the Cup cars. Maybe not from an upload standpoint, but from just a recording standpoint, it's been a little bit. So I can't remember how much the draft played an effect in the Cup cars, but we have moved out on Reagan a little bit. I just can't remember how everything panned out here in the Cup race for the spring. No, other than, yeah, I'm pretty sure we won that race. Yeah, I think we have what? 8 wins. We have 3 sweeps here. No, we have 2 sweeps here. I'm sorry. 2 sweeps. If we can win this one, it'll be our 3rd sweep. So, and then we have 2 other wins. So yeah, we have 6 wins here altogether. So this would, we're going for win number 7. Yeah, as far as points go, actually, while we have this interval of time to catch people and no one around us, we come in here with a 285 point lead over Jeff Burton. So the biggest lead we've had all season by far. And then Juan Montoya, he is 3rd in points. He's 558 points behind us. So, and 273 to Burton. So, yeah. And as far as top 12 go, we're 749 points ahead of 12th. So, our chase hopes are pretty secure with everything right now. I think we could probably sit out the next 4 races and still make the chase, actually. We're only 8/10 ahead of Reagan. We're still 4 3/4 behind, or no, 4 1/3. I don't know why I said 3/4. 4.3 to Juan Montoya. So we're not really gaining anything, but we're not really losing that much either. But I could use some draft from a slightly faster car than Reagan, I think, is the point I'm getting at. Yeah, we went from a 6.8 to a 6.9 behind Biffle, who is our race leader. Biffle hasn't had a multi-win season in our career mode. Gosh, I don't know if ever. No one's out. While we have all this, like, not dead air, but while we're kind of just going through the motions right now as we get ready to chase down, I guess, would be probably pit stops in the next 20 or so laps, depending on how everyone's tires are wearing. If I didn't already show what happened on that first lap, let's go ahead and we can just show what happened on that first lap here on lap 16. Making mental note to make sure I include that. We are 1 1/3 ahead of Reagan now. We're 3.6 behind Montoya, 7.9 behind race leader Greg Biffle. I would love to see this race play out all the way green. I like green flag Pocono racing. And then we have Bloomington next on the dirt schedule for our 22nd race of the season. That season's been fun. It's hard to believe how fast it's gone by. Yeah, it's crazy. It just felt like the other day that it was taking me a while to get through this 2010 season, and suddenly we're kind of getting on the back half of things, and it's like, wow, it's already almost that time. I'm really excited for Watkins Glen. We have, wow, okay, the screen just kind of froze for a second there. So I'm assuming someone, or maybe pit stops are starting. Ryan Newman's on pit road. It's Sam, so maybe someone was pitting and that's why I did that. What was I gonna say? I forget. But I know in the Dirt Series, I don't expect to make Final Four in that one. Because I've fallen out of the I've fallen out of the top four after that performance I had. But Bloomington should be interesting. We'll see. And then Fulton, and then Eldora next Friday. Or Thursday. Watkins Glen, that's right. Watkins Glen, we have 27 laps scheduled for the nationwide cars. Very excited. And then, I forget how many laps. I think it's 34 we're running Cup. I'll have to double check. I haven't qualified or anything like that for that race yet, so I have no idea how many laps I'm running. We are a third of the way through this race, though. We're 2.3 ahead of Reagan, and we're 2.6 behind Montoya. And then Biffle is 8.9 ahead of us, with a 3.5 second lead over Mark Martin and Jeff Burton. I think we made some decent time up that lap on Montoya. Or at least it feels like it from an optics standpoint till we got off turn 3. Never mind. It was really tight off of turn 3 there. Yeah, I lost time. Yep, that's what I thought. My right front's gone yellow. But we got to make it at least 30 laps on this set of tires if we're going to have any shot at doing this in one stop. Which is kind of the plan. And I'm pretty sure the rest of these cats are gonna do the same thing. Gordon, McDowell, McMurray, and Allmendinger, they're all a lap down. How far back are we still? We're 11 seconds. Yeah, this is Biffle's race to lose at this point, folks. The rating gods, the ratings gods have really shown down upon Greg Biffle today. A little bit too much rumble strip action there and got me a little bit loose. I keep floating back and forth between 3.15 and 2.8 behind Juan Montoya. I can't seem to close that gap. Every lap that I close at the following gap, I end up doing something stupid. Whether it's the car pushes too tight or I clip a rumble strip. What? Who is that? Oh, that's Allmendinger, the lap car. Okay, so maybe AJ actually slowed Juan Montoya up a little bit this lap so I can maybe make up some time. Alright, catching Juan Montoya. I feel like he was definitely a name in the conversation in the spring race. We're within 2.6 now of Montoya. Let's see if we can gain a little bit more, or if I'm going to keep that tradition and fall back to 3.1. We're going to catch Allmendinger, I think, in a bad spot, though. We might not. We'll see. Could have been worse.
Outside. Still out there. Clear.
I think we lost time though. Nope, 2.17, so it's not that bad actually. Ever since that right front's been wearing down, it's just been easier for me to take that higher line through turn one. Just let off the accelerator, throw it into third, ride that outside line. Turn two, lift, slight tap of the brake, shift into third, let it roll down the bottom. And then turn three, some brake in, lift, let it roll, stay in third gear, little gas, back on the throttle, straighten the wheel, still in third, and then we'll get to fourth right around the start finish line. Horrible lap. Oh well. My tires are wearing out though, so I gotta keep that in mind. I can't put too much thought into my lap times compared to my fastest, because I do have 3 yellow tires, so I should probably keep that in mind when I'm chasing lap times. Because I gotta make this car go a few more laps. I'm seeing debris. make somebody make contact. There's a lot of cars here, actually. A lot of cars. An odd amount of cars. Wow, this is like the whole back half of the field. Holy cow, there's a lot of cars a lap down. Wow, there is a lot of cars a lap down. Came flying up to the back of Jamie McMurray.
Clear all around, all clear.
This is Jeff Gordon. He's been stumbling in the points, I think, as of late, too. Well, he had a good run at Indy, saying he climbed up 3 spots, but... if these guys start pitting amongst us leaders, that could make things a little treacherous. Alright, well, if he's going to go low, I'll take the high side. I'm only a second and a half now to Montoya. Uh, 9 6/10 behind the leader,
Clear all around, all clear.
Greg Biffle. Smoke. Someone blew up. Who blew up? Oh, that's the 88 of Junebug. Oh, boy.
3 wide now in the middle, outside. Stay low.
I didn't want to lose touch with Montoya there. And those guys were going so slow. I figured it was safe enough to split them. But we've been chasing Montoya for some time now, so I want to try to grab it.
Still there, be 3 wide. Outside. Be 3 wide, outside.
Did Montoya split Edwards?
Still there.
Oh my gosh, he actually tried to do it. I can't beat him off the turn either.
Still out.
Wow.
Clear.
Gutsy call by Montoya there. I'm surprised he did that. I legitimately am surprised. I didn't expect that. I thought he was just going to ride behind the 99. Okay, Juan. Jeez. He gave me a shot to the bumper.
Halfway this time.
Hey, that's PJ Jones. Alright, well, I'm going to stay to the outside.
Stay high, 3 wide, inside. Still there. Clear,
I
clear.
thought Juan would send me to the outside, 3 wide.
Inside, inside.
Is he back on my inside now?
Clear all around, all clear. Inside, inside. Clear, clear.
Montoya's banging into my bumper there. Oh my gosh.
Outside. Still out there.
Oh my gosh.
3 wide now in the middle.
I had to check up. I didn't want to go running into the back of the 34. Then I didn't want to get run over by the 83.
6, E53. Still there. Clear all around, all clear. Outside. Clear.
I'm wondering if there's a pit strategy we could do here to get just
Stay low.
get away from Montoya. He's very aggressive.
Stay low. Clear all around, all clear.
I guess he's getting tired of being behind me after the last 2 weeks. He spent the better part of the second half of that Indy race behind me. I'm wondering if we short pit him, can we make a decent gain in time here? Next car on the track ahead of me though is Scott Speed. the irony of having Juan Montoya right behind me as well, as we come through as leaders, not maybe the leader, but as leaders, lead lap cars, trying to lap the 82. He's smart. He's going to try to get underneath another car. Give him a big push. I'm wondering when we should pit. We can go 7 more laps, but I'm thinking of tires and maybe trying to get an advantage. Juan Montoya pit. Damn it. I was hoping to pit before he pit.
Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
Man, he did not want to wiggle up the track to save his life. I need to stop harassing the 82. It's gonna cost me time. That was a push just to get him to go, because I wasn't going to try 3 wide. I got to pit this time. I can't let Juan Montoya have that much of an advantage on me.
Outside. Clear. 55. Easy.
Alright, so we're pitting. Where's my pit stall?
You're not speed. Easy. 1.
Here, pit stall, pit stall, pit stall. There we are. And boop. So we're doing 4 tires, fill it up, 26 to go. The leader hasn't pit yet.
Clear out, all the way, all the way, all the way. To the grass here. 55. Easy. Leader hitting this time.
Reagan.
Dig hard.
Reagan's right next to me. What's he
Clear.
doing? Did he have that much faster of a pit stop than me? Or did I just have that slow of an entry?
Outside.
That's a bit...
Stay low.
Okay.
Stay low. Clear all around, all clear.
I hope... I don't know what to think. Was my stop that slow? I didn't think we had that slow of a pit stop, to be honest. I guess we'll see where we come out.
1:32.
We're a second, almost 2 seconds behind. Juan Montoya.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
Interesting little battle here with Castle, Labani, and
Outside.
Newman.
Be 3 wide.
I'm a lead lap car though, so I'm trying to get through it.
Clear.
Thank you guys. I greatly appreciate you letting me go. I don't think all these cars have pit, because there's no way I was this faster than all of them.
Outside. Clear.
We're coming up to Sam Cornish.
Let's go get it now.
Yeah, they're still all working on through pit stops.
All clear.
So some of these guys we are faster than.
Clear, clear.
Coming up to Casey Kane.
Outside. Clear.
Wait, is that Juan Montoya? So he must have gotten held up in some of that traffic, which has allowed us to catch up to him. but I think I also might be faster than a lot of these guys on fresh tires, so definitely need to use up as much of that to our advantage.
Outside. Still out there. Clear.
And we are cleared off of 1. All right. That was our fastest lap of the day. So I'll take that. Biffle's still the leader. I find myself 19 seconds behind, so yeah, that whole Pocono sweep hope was, or pipe dream is a pipe dream now. Let's just put it that way. I don't see that happening. But if we can catch the 31, that would at least extend. Well, has he led a lap? He might have, but it would at least keep our points advantage practically the same. We're gaining on Burton actually by a decent amount. We pulled away from Montoya over 2.5 seconds almost. I don't know, with nobody in between us, so I don't know where they are starting to fall off like that, but it makes me kind of wonder, did some of these guys just take 2 tires? Right there with Burton. We gained 1 second on Greg Biffle, so we're only 18 seconds behind him now. With 20 laps to go, I don't really think we're going to make up that much time. I'm trying to remember how far back we were before pit stops, though. Maybe they did take just 2 tires. Because we weren't catching anybody like this before. But it would make sense if they took 2 tires, and that's why we're catching them, because we took 4. It's just we might not have enough time to actually put those 4 tires to use. We'll pull right up to Burton, go underneath, get through the tunnel turn, put our left hand up, thank Jeff Burton for giving us the room, and we move on. Yeah, we're racing Burton pretty hard in points, but we haven't really had any beefs with Burton. I don't know if we've really ever had a beef with Jeff Burton. I'm trying to think of drivers we haven't really beefed with. The 24, I think He got on my nerves, I think, a couple times, but never really beefed with the 24. We never really beefed with the 31. Yeah. Maybe some of y'all can help me out with that one. I can't remember who all we have. I know that Vickers and Edwards are the two real popular ones. Sam, we've had a couple run-ins with him, with Hornish. I know we've had run-ins with the 48, but that was more off-camera than it was on camera. If you go back to 2003 season wrecked, I think it was, you'll see some of the where it started with the Bristol race. We're 16 and a half back to Biffle, and we're 2.5 back to Mark Martin. Mark's actually the next car ahead of us. "20 races in." Yeah, we are on pace for our best statistical season, I think, to date. The most top 10s any driver's had in any of our careers, I think, was 27. I've had it, and I think 4 other drivers have had it through different seasons. Burton and I think, are the only 2 who really are on pace for something like that. Thank you, Jamie.
Clear, clear.
Took it a little bit more cautiously through that pass, just because I wasn't certain if he was going to come up a lane or not. Just trying to make these tires last at this point. They are getting... car's getting really tight. I drove it really hard early on, so I'm hoping that we haven't burned through all of our equipment already with 14 laps to go, because Burton hasn't really fallen too far off of us now, and we're kind of staying pretty even at 1.8 with Mark Martin. But we're all miles behind Greg Biffle. Greg Biffle's lapped up to 9th. Oh my gosh. That's dialed in. When you're only 47 laps into a Pocono, the 2.5 mile triangle, when you're already lapped up to 9th and everyone's made their first pit stop. I'm sorry, he's lapped up to 8th now. Kyle Busch is the last car on the lead lap. That's just wild. There was no way we had a shot at beating Biffle. No, we're now within 15 seconds, so I guess he's getting held up. The odds of us going a lap down are pretty slim. I'm just going to ride this out here. I'm not going to try to make that pass. We gained a little time on that lap, so rather than chance hurting any more of that, or, you know, possibly hurting our opportunity to gain some more time on Biffle this lap, rather just stay in line for a second, see if I can make a pass where it's not going to really affect either one of our lap times.
4, 3, stay high, inside. Stay high. Still there.
We actually gained another second on Biffle.
Clear, clear. Inside, inside. Clear, clear.
So by making that move when we did, we actually helped ourselves. If he's held up in traffic, we do have a shot. This will move us to the second position though, so we'll be sliding into P2. But we were 14.8 last time at the line. 14.1. This could get interesting. Very interesting, actually. We'll see how these upcoming laps pan out, but I did not see where there was any scenario in this race where we came out with a potential win, given how things were looking come that first pit stop. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is they took 2 and we took 4. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of that gave Reagan that opportunity to gain 3 or so seconds on us on pit road. 11.6. Oh my gosh.
Clear all around, all clear.
And you can go back and listen to our lap times early in the race and to where they are now. We're not changing much, but we are catching Biffle. Mark Martin's catching Biffle, I'm catching Biffle, Burton's catching Biffle. He's in lap traffic. Needed to figure out where Allmendinger was going.
Stay low. Clear all around, all clear.
He's just got to be in heavy traffic. We'll see where we're at this time. We were 11.6, 11.05, so we didn't really gain that much that time. We got a smoker down there in the bottom. At the corner of my eye I saw yellow, so I'm assuming, yeah, Paul Menard. Anybody out? Just Junior. And Kurt Busch is 24 laps down, so he's still staying on pit road from when I remember seeing him on there. Now we're 10 seconds now. This has gotten rather interesting. Because if we can catch Biffle, we could get our 3rd sweep here at Pocono. But we would get our 6th win of the season. That'd be incredible. We haven't had a 6-win season in a while. Oh, now I know why we caught him so fast. Look at all that traffic. Seven to go this time by, right? Yeah. Well, he's 9 seconds ahead of us now. I'm starting to get some draft off of these cats in front of me.
outside. Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
That wasn't that hard.
That's what she said. Or he said.
We're in Pocono. It's near Scranton. How could you resist a good old office joke?
Outside. Still there.
So we're at 6 to go.
Still out there.
We're now 8.9 behind Biffle.
Still out there. Clear all around, all clear.
We got a ton of traffic though. Oh my gosh, they're like 3 wide in front of us. No wonder we caught Biffle.
Outside.
Oh, we're catching Biffle. Carl, go.
Stay low.
I'm not even gonna bother going to 4th, because we're just gonna go back to 3rd.
Outside. Stay low. Clear all around, all clear. Outside.
Yeah, go
Stay
up.
low. Still there.
Alright, we're gonna try to get Casey Mears here and Reed Sorensen.
Still there. Clear all around, all clear.
And then, 5 to go.
5 laps left. 6.
Damn it, we're 10 seconds back now, so yeah.
Still out there.
Biffle was just held up through this monster pack of cars.
Clear.
He's gotten through it now, I'm assuming.
Inside. Still there. Outside.
Wow, this is a
3
big
wide,
run.
outside.
We're gonna get Yaley there too.
Stay low. Clear.
Let's see if Bobby will let me have some room to go by. He does. And Tony.
Be 3 wide. Outside.
3 wide. Nope.
Be 3 wide. Outside. Be 3 wide.
How are we 3
outside.
wide?
Stay low.
Yaley, don't hit me.
Stay low. Stay low. 6.
Yeah, Biffle's pulling away again.
Stay low.
Well,
Clear all around, all
for
clear.
those last 5 or so laps, it made it exciting thinking that maybe we can make a last lap pass on Biffle to get a win. Complete the Pocono sweep. Excuse me, PJ.
Outside.
No
Clear all
Robbie
around,
Gordon
all
this
clear.
week.
Outside.
Of course, Brad. You wait till I start to make the pass before you try to work under the 11.
Outside.
We'll screw Hamster, give him the bumper, and get out of the way. Let's go.
4-9-06. Clear all around, all clear.
Probably gonna go inside
Outside.
Kyle Busch there.
Clear all around, all clear.
Let it curve. There we go. Now we can work back under the
Outside.
17.
Still out there. Clear all around.
For
all
ourselves, I'd say today was a pretty good race. We avoided that little bit of clusteriness. Let's just leave it at that for the first lap, coming down the long pond straight away. And then just had to be patient and just kind of work our way up through traffic. And while we had a brief moment where we thought we might actually catch the leaders, you know,
Outside.
we're at least going to be inside the top 5 when it's all said and done, it looks like.
Clear all around, all clear. Outside. 4, 7, 4. Still there.
I'm not going to try to
Stay
send
low.
that under Truex. I'll just
Clear all
wait,
around, all
get him
clear.
right here off of turn 1.
Outside. Clear all around, all clear.
So yeah, it looks like Biffle's going to come around here to get his 2nd win of the season. Yeah, I can't recall the last time I ever said Biffle had, if I've ever said Biffle got his 2nd win of the season.
Still
Little
there.
contact with
Clear all around,
Lando.
all clear.
Mark Martin, much needed top 5 for him. He, I think, has had some rough races as of late. Casey Kane, he's running 14th. He needs a good finish. He's creeping into the top 12. Sam, he's running 13th.
Clear all around, all clear.
Wait, those guys are 2 laps down. 13th is 2 laps down. The green flag racing. Unbelievable pace. Well, I guess anybody who's in the top 5. We had to set a decent pace to stay there too, I guess. But Biffle, by a mile, he's going to get the win here at Pocono. I will take 2nd. Now it looks like it's going to be Mark Martin, Jeff Burton, Juan Montoya, David Reagan, David Ruderman, Kenza Keselowski, and Kyle Busch for your top 10. So out of the race, we have Paul Menard and Dale Jr., so DEI equipment not lasting too well today. But wait, Junior's not DEI anymore, that's right. Never mind, he's Hendrick. And then Kurt Busch, 33 laps down in 42nd, so. Hope y'all enjoyed. Green flag, Pocono race. Good way to start the day. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for the love and support through likes, comments, subscriptions, etc. And yeah, tomorrow we have the dirt race at Bloomington, and then we finish the week off with Watkins Glen nationwide. So thank you all for the love and support through likes, comments, subscriptions, etc. And until next time, have a good one.